It is now time for nominations for the office of First Vice President. The chair recognizes Adam Wyatt for a nomination.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Adam Wyatt, and I am both the pastor and messenger of Corinth Baptist Church in McGee, Mississippi, and I am honored to stand before you this morning to nominate my friend and fellow Mississippi pastor, Brad Eubank, to the office of First Vice President. I place his name before you confident that after the difficult year that we have all endured, that we as Southern Baptists are prepared to move forward united to end the scourge of abuse that has rocked us to our core. In recent weeks, we have all learned the awful truth that some of our Southern Baptist leaders have caused deep grief and great sorrow. But unlike some Southern Baptist leaders that were mentioned in this task force report for wrongdoing, Brad's name actually appears in it because he himself is a survivor of sexual abuse and was willing to put his name in the report in order to help bring light to the darkness. In fact, just yesterday, as thousands of us raised our ballots high to approve the recommendations set forth in the task force, Brad stood up and spoke out on behalf of survivors. If you want to read more about his story, he is on page 70 of the task force report. Brad Eubanks is the man that we need for the moment, because in a word, he is the kind of shepherd our churches and convention need more of. We need shepherds who can help enact overdue reforms and who will unite both our conservative faith and our consistent work of making our convention and our convention's churches places of refuge and restoration for every person who's ever wondered if God can heal their wounds. Brad is a faithful pastor with more than 30 years of pastoral experience, and when he began serving First Pedal, he came knowing that they didn't even have money to meet payroll. But he came anyway, knowing that's where God wanted him. And God is blessed. And in the past 10 years, they've seen over 180 baptisms. They have grown in 170% in worship attendance. And they went from 3% giving to the cooperative program to 10% giving to the cooperative program. They have partnered with the IMB to do ministry in closed Muslim countries. They have helped plant churches with Send Network because Brad is a convicted and convictional Southern Baptist. Honestly, as a member of your Southern Baptist Convention's executive committee who has tried to advocate for greater reform and transparency, I've seen firsthand how Brad Eubanks is just making a difference. Brad is not the kind of Southern Baptist who wants to see our convention burned to the ground. In fact, he just wants to see it served well as we seek to do the right thing moving forward. With Brad Eubanks, Southern Baptists know what we are getting. He's hidden nothing from us. He's transparent. Brothers and sisters, I ask you, before I feel the tap, to elect him to this position because he is a good man, perfect for the position. Thank you, sir.
Amen. Mr. Brad Eubank, his name has been placed in nomination. By the way, did you notice Greg stood back after he tapped him? A lot of experience there. The chair now recognizes Bel Gavan for another nomination.
Well, good morning, everybody. Let's do this like we do it in church when you don't respond. Good morning, everybody. It's good to be here with you today. My name is Bel Gavan, and I'm the senior pastor of Faith Fellowship Church in the city of La Palma, which is just a couple cities over from here. Last year, we were in Nashville, in my wife's home state, and I'm so proud to have you here in my home state today. I was told that you're enjoying the weather here. Is that true? I placed a special order for that weather for you, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Today, I am nominating my friend, Pastor Victor Chayas-Arisaban, to be the next vice president of our great convention. You know, as I was thinking about this nomination today, I was thinking that today we are making history as a convention. How are we making history? Well, this nomination is the first time in the history of our convention that a vice president has 15 letters in his last name. Is it up here on the screen? It's not up here on the screen, but his name is Chaya Sarisaban. And I want you to be able to spell it or say it just because it's such a long name, and I don't want you to mess it up. So I want to encourage you to join me as we say this name together, and I'm just going to break it down. It starts off with Chaya. Everybody say Chaya. How about Sir? Ris. Oban. Now say it with me, Chaya Sarisaban. Good job, everybody. I just want you to know you don't have to spell it on your ballot today, okay? You could just write out Victor. You know, as I'm standing here today, I want to tell you about my friend Victor. He has served in the ministry for the last 27 years and is currently the president of the California Southern Baptist Convention. He has also served as a senior pastor at the First Southern Baptist Church right here in Anaheim for the last 17 years. At 44 years old, he has served with distinction in multiple ways. Let me tell you a little bit about that. In the church, God has used him to help grow a church from an average of 8 people in weekly attendance to their multiple ministries reaching upwards of almost 700 people each week pre-COVID. God is good, isn't he? He has led his church to plant, adopt, or sponsor a church each of the 17 years of his pastorate. In Orange County, he serves as a director of missions. In our convention, Victor has taken on the hard task of serving as the leader of California's Sexual Abuse Task Force. Honestly, all of our hearts go out to those who have survived sexual abuse. You know, many people don't know this about Victor, but he currently holds 6 degrees from Gateway Seminary, including a doctorate of ministry degree. In total, 11 degrees, 3 doctorates, 6 masters. That went really fast. Let me wrap this up. Let me just say that Victor loves this convention. He loves our people. His desire is to see our convention united in love for Jesus Christ, united in love for one another, and as we are united as we continue to respond to the needs that are pressing above us. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to encourage you to prayerfully consider allowing Victor the privilege of being our next vice president. Our convention always says that we want leadership that is young, diverse, and experienced. Well, brothers and sisters, Pastor Victor is all 3 of these things. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Amen. The name of Victor Chaya Sarisaban. I've been telling everybody his name is Chaya Cinnabon. He's a sweet, sweet friend. Hey, you need a little cheese and corn in your diet, so here, I'm your guy. Name of Victor Chaya Sarisaban. So, I'm going to ask now for our registration secretary to come and give instructions on the balloting.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this time, we have registered 8,123 messengers. Now, please take out your ballots, and please don't get ahead of me this morning, but please take out your ballots and take out ballot number 5. Ballot number 5. And as you know the instructions, please make sure you don't have 6 attached. I want ballot number 5 only. Please do not fold them. And you have to be in the room because voting by proxy is now allowed according to bylaw number 10, item F. Okay. Now, as we now have our ballots number 5 torn out, if you're going to vote for first vice president for Brad Eubanks, put an X on number 2, on the number 2. As I said, don't get ahead of me today. So, Brad Eubanks, please put an X on number 2. If you wish to vote for Victor Chaya Sarisaban, you put an X on number 4, on the square number 4. So if you wish to vote for Victor Chaya Sarisaban, please put an X on square number 4. I'll repeat that. For Brad Eubanks, put X on square number 2. For Victor Chaya Sarisaban, put an X on square number 4. As you're finished, please pass them to your right. And as I request, please do not fold them. Just turn them upside down if you wish to be anonymous on your voting, which I understand. Okay, looks like. Okay, ushers, tellers, please collect the ballots. Thank you.